are moving. If your lips are moving, then you
When you
lie,
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 baby.
lie.
Mm.
I know you're lying. Your lips are moving.
Okay.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Something.
I might be young, but I
Okay.
ain't stupid.
Okay.
Na, 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 na. When you're young,
I
I
gave you
babe.
bass. You gave me sweet talk. Something, number
You're number
one.
one. Oh God.
Something that I realized, and I was just in the car, like just doing my own thing. You know, you do your melodies, you belt out, you're doing whatever you want. And I was
Mhm.
singing, and I was like, I feel like I'm not singing with my whole body, right? And then when I was doing it, I was like, I think I'm just singing from chest up. And so I put my windows up, I closed a little sunroof, and then I was like, let me try singing from my stomach. And the way my voice just projected out, and mind you, I've been in choir, I've been in vocal stuff. And I'm like, have I not been singing from my diaphragm this whole time? Like as an
Yeah.
adult? Wow.
So, I back in the day when I used to watch American Idol when it was on Fox and before it got like weird,
Yeah.
this is the season that had Chris Daughtry on it, and like I can't remember like what week it was, but like they had like some sort of mentor that week, and they were like, yeah, like lay on the ground and like sing from your stomach, and I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, what? And so he laid
Yeah.
on the ground and like the voice that carried from his body, I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, that's amazing. So yeah, like that I think so when I heard that piece of advice,
Yeah.
that's when I learned how to like sing from my diaphragm because like I've
Yeah.
also been in choir and like I did chorus in school,
Mhm.
did musicals and stuff. So yeah, like I'm always like making sure.
Yeah. Right. And so my main thing is also like enunciating or
It's
pronounce or open your mouth
yeah,
wide. I
the
remember that from like elementary, right?
enunciation.
Or the
Mhm,
mama make me match my
mhm.
M&Ms, you
The
know
lips, the
that.
teeth, the tip of
The
the
lips, the
tongue.
teeth.
Yeah. How
Brown
now, brown cow?
cow, right,
Yeah,
yeah, all that
yeah.
stuff, and I guess I hadn't been thinking, like, guttural because usually when I think, like, guttural singing, I'm thinking, like, J HUD, and I'm like, "I'm not trying to
Mhm.
belt out like that, so chest up," but when I was in the car and I just let it rip, I was like, "This is how I should have been sounding all along."
Gosh, I love a J HUD belt though. Oh, especially in the shower. Oh, I know what I'm already curating a playlist in my mind for the shower later.
Okay, shower playlist, I'm down for that.
'Cause I don't like
Ooh,
living under your
me
spotlight.
from the gut.
Ooh. Okay, so fun fact for our peaches that are listening out there.
Okay, okay.
I got my appendix taken out. I had surgery like 2
We're
weeks
getting
ago.
straight to it. We're getting straight
Yeah,
to
so
it.
that is why you haven't heard from us for a little bit because your girl's been in recovery. She's still in
Yes.
recovery.
Yes.
But I wanted to bring it up early because like we're talking about music and belting and stuff. So
Mhm.
like
You shouldn't be straining. I just realized, see, I gotta work on that.
no, my husband has been like he's been quoting his grandmother to me and he's like, you won't do right because like I've been like not sitting still like the entirety of my recovery. Like I've done
What?
laundry and dishes and I cooked a meal once and I was because like I was like, I really want this meal.
Uh-uh.
Um but like the days that I've just like 100% like not done anything and just like rested when like slept when my body was like we're going to sleep right now and then
Okay.
just like waking up and just sitting and relaxing has been
Mhm.
really nice and I'm like did it
Lord.
really take getting my appendix out? Yes, it's so dumb. I feel so stupid honestly.
No, it's not dumb or stupid. Some people actually have to be sat down, you know, that term for them to stop. Like, you have to have something happen for you to just be still, be at peace.
Yeah,
So, if
yeah.
this is what it took, I mean, I'm not saying, "Yay, great that you have to
Right.
have,
No, I get
surgery."
it.
But I'm, glad it put you in a position to be more restful.
Yeah, For
Yeah.
sure, for sure. But anyway, so
Mhm.
like I took my bandages off like a couple of days like after surgery, and I had to
Okay.
like look at the scars and the stitching to make sure that things are healing properly. And I don't know if you're familiar with Scars by Papa Roach. I think it came out when we were in like middle school
Middle
or maybe like
school.
freshman year of high school. But
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I was just like singing to my scars. I'm like, I tear my heart open.
Uh-uh.
I
This
sew
is really
myself shut. And my weakness is I don't rest too much.
not just singing to your scars, belting out Papa Roach during
I can't help
recovery.
you fix yourself, but at least I can say I tried.
I cannot. Like, I cannot. I cannot. And I will not. I will not allow you to continue to not properly recover. I won't allow it. Not you singing to your scars. This is a hot take. I've never heard anybody say that. I was singing Papa Roach to my scars.
Yeah. You just gotta sing to make sure that the healing process goes well. It's just like parody songs.
I've heard of singing to plants, but I've never heard of singing to scars. So this is new, but if you're talking about healing your body, then
Yeah. I mean, we're all
okay.
kind of like like plants anyway. We get neglected, we're just kind of like wilting away, and then once we get a little bit hydrated, we got a little bit more pep in our step.
Okay.
We all need sunshine. We need to get that vitamin D. How much?
Okay.
Right. Like a rodeo. Take whatever vitamin D that you need.
I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Symptoms include increased comical ability. That's funny. It's funny that you
Yeah,
said it that way because I thought when we die and we decompose and we go back to the earth, yeah, we're plants.
we're plants. Yes, absolutely.
Are you glad to be back? Are you feeling like you're like ready for this episode? Are you feeling like, I'm gonna put on a face and then after this, bye?
I feel a little bit of both.
Okay.
I was like, I did want to do it like last week, and I knew that last week was like not the week to do it.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yeah, like I can do it. I can do it. No, no, I could not do it. So yeah, it feels good to be back. Feels good back. It always feels good to be back with you. Um,
I was gonna say I
I
haven't seen you, like
I
seen you, and I
know.
didn't. Of course,
I
we've done communication, but I didn't realize that I hadn't seen you until I saw you, and I was like,
Yeah,
"This is
I
seeing
know.
her."
I know because I don't show my face on social media really. Like on any of like my like fun accounts or my personal accounts. I'm just like, let me repost this thing. It's not funny. Here's a reel that I posted like 3 months ago. Goodbye. I need to
Goodbye.
get I need to get better about that. But yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't really seen anybody in a while, and I kind of like that. I'm just like, all right, under the radar,
Right.
incognito,
Mhm.
just gonna pop up when I need to pop up.
Yeah. Um,
How have you been? What have you been up to? Like since I've been gone.
um, I don't really know where to start. Like, there's okay. We'll start with some of the bad and the ugly. I have
Ooh,
new
okay.
neighbors. I have new
Ooh,
neighbors. Yeah.
ooh.
And it's not good. It's not good.
Mm.
So, these
Well,
new
this is
neighbors.
we're all learning this together
Yeah,
because I have
see,
not heard about this.
CaMi, this is news to CaMi as well. So I have new neighbors. They moved in maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and every day that
Okay.
they've moved in, it's been like a housewarming party, like till 2:30 in the morning every single day. They've also taken it upon themselves to feed the cats outside, so they've been leaving
Ew,
food.
no.
Mhm. Yes. Yes,
Mm-mm.
yes, yes, yes. They've been leaving food containers, not just, like, dropping food containers outside, and also
I'm
this is
so
a
upset for you.
listen, it gets better. This is also a non-smoking, complex, like
Mhm.
cigarettes, weed, all that other good stuff. Weed smoke doesn't
Mhm.
bother me. They've been out there, like, with cigarette type smoke, and so that really gives me headaches. So, when I'm out there with
Mhm.
Ollie, I take him out, immediately walk into, like, puffs and stuff and
Mhm.
headaches. So there's that, and then there's also the loudness. For some reason, when they have people over, they leave their front door open, and they talk on speakerphone.
Are they
It's
from
very
Canada?
I don't know if they're from Canada. I don't know if they're from I'm not gonna say, but it's just been very odd, right?
Mm.
So
We need to
around
continue to talk about this offline.
Oh, we definitely will. So around day 2 or 3, that's when, talking to my mom, talking to my friend, and I'm just like, "This is getting ridiculous." But
Mhm.
because of, I can hear them clearly. I can hear them as if they are sitting right, but I can hear them as if they're right here. That's how much I can hear them. And so I
I
was
don't like
telling
that.
them, I was like, because of how I can hear them and how I can hear their demeanor and everything, I was like, I have to be careful with this because I feel like there could be some retaliation if I report
Ooh.
this, right? So fast
Mhm.
forwarding, my leasing office and I were already like this. We're
Button
already
heads, yep.
bumping heads. We're
Mhm.
already not getting along, right? So it was
Mhm.
like 2:30 in the morning the other day, and they're just still going at it. And so I was like, okay, yeah, this is ridiculous. I was like, I'll just take, whatever the consequences are. So I put in a noise complaint. Then right after that, I got on Amazon and I ordered a new taser. I ordered new pepper spray. I ordered a new, like, the
Listen.
little wristlet attack thing. I ordered a new, like, door lock thing because I was just like, if there's going to be some retaliation, let me just prep myself. So like I said, that
Mhm.
was like 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to wrap this up. Around like 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm checking my emails and they've closed the request out. And I'm like, I put this in less than 10 hours ago. How did you
Mhm.
close the request out? How has this already been addressed, right? So it was just very odd to me. And so then the next day, noise again, late hours, door open, smoking, and I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? What
Mhm.
do I do?
Mhm.
And so at
When
this
does your
point,
lease end?
that's funny. That's everyone's questions. Like, have you said anything? One, then two, when does your lease end? It ends at the end of this year, but I think I've
Mm.
told you this, or I've told a lot of people. I have really, really, really bad anxiety when it comes to moving. Like, I
Yeah.
get super stressed, and it's literally debilitating. When I think of
Yeah.
something that just makes me like freeze up, it's moving.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just everything that is encompassed with moving. And
Mhm.
I had this plan like, oh, I'll be here for like, 2 years and then I'll move on to something else and da 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 da. But
Mhm.
it's just like one thing after another here.
Yeah.
And it's just getting to be a bit much. And I was like, I don't want them to be like, oh, old man Coco's at it again, complaining about the noise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, the living situation just, like, has not been at
Stellar.
least it hasn't been stellar. So, like,
Hmm.
if there's a way where you can come to an agreement where you can, like, leave earlier, like,
Mm.
that would be my suggestion because, like, number 1, your home your home is your
Yes.
sanctuary. It's supposed
Yes.
to be your safe
Yes.
haven where you can decompress,
Hmm.
um, and just, like, feel safe and
Yes.
relaxed and not annoyed by, like, outside distractions and not have to deal with leasing offices the way that
Yep.
you have been.
Yep.
And I just think that, like, if they can agree to it and, like, you're okay with it, like, it might be time to, like, start hunting for a new place. I know. It's easy. It is way easier said than done because, like, number one, if you factor in, like, how this is like a crippling anxiety for you,
Yeah.
and then the housing market, the leasing market in general, like, especially like where you are, like, it's a
Yes.
lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
All
It's a
those
lot.
things.
It's
Yes.
a lot.
All of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know in the long run that would probably if I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking no. Like I'll just hang
Right.
on and suffer through it. But if I'm thinking long term and I'm thinking where I want to be and what will make me happiest and more at peace, then that is the way to go. I just have to get
Mm-hmm.
over that crippling
Yeah.
anxiety. Um, so
Let
that's
me know what I can do for you. Like if you want me to
no,
look
no,
at
no. Okay,
places, if you want me to calm you down, like
you guys, let's talk real quick. Let's talk real quick about Cammy and her. Let me know what I can do for you because on one end she's very supportive, very like tell me how I can help you. On the other end, Cammy is like a straight up goon, and I'll say it. I'll just let y'all know that Cammy is a straight up goon. Don't let this surprise looking face. When I'm talking like diabolical, the tech person that you think is like the tech B supporter, but at the end of the like movie, all the money's gone and they're like on a jet to Dubai. It turns out, oh, she was the mastermind behind it all. That's Cammy. So I have to be careful with what I ask her to do in terms of support because I don't want anybody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
why would I hurt you though?
No, not me. I mean, if I say, "Oh, I need you," oh, that's why you were surprised. Not me.
Okay.
I mean,
Cuz
if I'm like,
I'm a goon. I'm like
I mean, like Cammy will.
like was like rewinding like and just like past interactions like what did I do to you? Why do we need to talk about it? Why did you bring this up to me before? What did I do?
You're so silly. I did not mean you. I mean, when you
Oh,
talking, you're like, "Oh, I'll send my people. I'll do what needs to be done." That's what I'm talking
case you are
about.
very accurate. Yes.
I'm like, "What is going on?"
You
I
don't
check
understand
like
like
you
the
know.
way my heart just started racing. I was like,
No
"What?"
miscommunication in real time. No, I'm just saying
I
she'll
was like,
get
"What
it
did
done.
I
So I have to be
do?"
careful because if you want I support and you're like, "Oh, I want this done," it's like done. It's very much so Liam Neeson Taken. Like,
I've never seen Taken, but I've heard like but yeah. But I've heard bits and pieces. No, you're right. I am the person in the chair though. Is that my Capricorn nature? I don't know. Am I the villain?
You can be the mastermind and not be a villain. I feel so.
Oh,
Am
yes.
I the mastermind? Yes. Or you know what you just gave me? You gave me you remember Inspector Gadget and they never show the guy's face, the claw, but he'd always be petting
Yeah.
the cat. It's like that. Like, oh.
Oh my gosh, what a
Mm.
throwback.
Yeah.
I
Just
was I was about to say I was about to start singing the Master of Disguises theme
I'm going
song.
to be the master of Scully. I'm going to be the master. I don't remember the theme song. I remember that and I remember
Well,
Turtle Turtle.
well, turtle, turtle.
Yeah. Those are the only two things I remember, honestly.
I think it was just like the song that played like during the credits. Like I really don't remember the Master of Disguises like as a movie. Like
Hmm.
I would have to rewatch it as an adult and be like, "Oh, I think I remember this."
Hmm.
Um, but you know how like at the end of Rugrats, like there's the there's the "Take Me There, I Wanna
I
Go
want to
There"
go
that
there.
song.
Yep. Maya Blackstreet.
Yes. I don't know who sings it, but it goes, "He's the master of disguise. He's the master of disguise. You won't believe your eyes."
That sounds so
Yeah.
melodic. I don't remember that, but that
He's
sounded
the
pretty good.
master. Gotta put the finger up. The master of disguise.
And then you gonna spell it out too, like a little rap guy. Okay. I will be double checking
I
that.
will have to look it up. Maybe I'll share it with you all later.
That would be cool.
Yeah, yeah. But
Um,
yeah.
but that would
Wow, what a
be
throwback.
yeah. So that would be, I guess, this miss the not so great side. Just getting that out the way. Otherwise, like
Yeah.
work has been busy, personal projects have been busy. I've been doing a little bit of local traveling, so that's been interesting and fun and nice to just kind of like get away. So yeah.
Sometimes you just need that change of scenery. Like you just need to get out of these four walls. You need to
Yes.
see a different set of four walls.
Right. Right. Agreed. Let me get out of my four walls and stick with yours. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's been up with you outside of your appendix being removed?
Literally just my appendix being removed, trying to recuperate and recover. Um, I've been watching TV in the spare time that I have now because like I
Mhm.
have some time off of work to heal and stuff.
Nice.
But I've just been rewatching like old stuff. Like
Okay.
I just finished My Wife and Kids,
Okay.
the TV series. That was an interest. I mean, it was a good show, but like
Mhm.
some of the stuff, like I just like found myself like
Like, how do
bug
they let this
eyes,
fly on TV? Like, why
kind of
bug
like what?
eyes? Like, how
Yeah.
why do they
Oh,
let this
why bug
fly
eye?
on TV?
Because like the dynamic between Michael Kyle and his wife Jay, I just don't feel like people are striving for that anymore. Because like
Mm.
it was very like well, like they married young because they got pregnant young, and like they
Mhm.
built this life together. um and like the moments where like Jay wants to go back to school and Michael's just like, woman, you don't need to go back to school, like you take care of us. And like she wants to better herself and get more education. Like
Right.
she has the ability to do that, she has the time to do that. Like, why aren't you supporting your wife the way that
Right.
she's supported you over the years?
Right.
um there's a character that Claire dates, and his name is Tony, and Tony is very he's supposed to be this like God-fearing Christian, and like there's so much sin around me, like I'm trying to get to heaven, like that sort of thing. And like I remember, because like I mean I grew up Christian, I still identify as Christian, but like when my younger self was like, like, yeah, I mean, it's nice that he's like a God fearing man or whatever, but like, I
Mhm.
think sometimes he's intense. And watching it as an adult, it's just like, okay, you're the kind of Christian that people like run away from, and you give Christianity a bad name, because like he's like, oh, I'll never do this and 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 that and that and that and that and whatever. I'm
Mhm.
like, I could never date this person
Mm.
ever in my life. But like, when you're in high school, you're young, you're dumb, like you're blinded by your hormones,
Oh, yeah.
and you're just like, well, this attractive boy is interested in me. Like we can hang, we can be chill, we can like kissy kissy under the bleachers, whatever.
Okay.
I've never kissy kissied under the bleachers. Have I? No, I haven't.
I just feel like Under the Bleachers is such a ugh. Like, why would we? I mean, and then also bleachers are see through typically, unless it's like the wooden
Right.
ones. So I'm like, why are
I
y'all kissing in an
know.
open area? Like, make it make sense.
Now, I'm not proud of my PDA that I have participated in as a youngster. Like when I think about it, like, oh, I cringe.
Yeah,
But
yeah, same, 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 same. No, you don't understand. Like, same.
no, it's so
Look,
bad.
yeah, yeah, like, yeah. I had no
Ugh.
business, no business
No
doing anything about it.
business.
No business.
Like nowadays, I'm just like there. And I feel so old when I think about it, because like when you're young and dumb and blinded by your hormones, you're just like, yeah, like let me jump on you like right now. But like as an adult, I mean, I still like do PDA.
Mhm.
I guess like the intensity is just not embarrassing for my soul.
Okay.
And I think everybody is different, right? Like it's all about like your comfort level and stuff. But like
Yeah,
I don't think I would do the things that I did in
of course.
public back then
Mm-mm.
as an adult woman
Mm-mm.
at all.
Absolutely not. And I don't know if that's
God,
a young love thing or like you said, a dumb or unaware thing, or like you just don't have really a care in the world, right? You're not like worrying about, I guess, what other people are thinking. It's just you and your other off hormone balanced teenager guy or
being a
girl or
teenager
whatever.
is so rough.
Super rough.
Like
Super
I know
rough.
like adults are like, oh, you're just a teenager, you'll never understand. Like wait till you become an adult. But like those adolescent years are rough.
Their formative years, and
Ugh.
I'm glad you're able to recognize that and still see that, because I do think of like, people who do have kids, and then it's just like, like you said, or you'll see when you become a parent, or you'll see when grow up and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, I'm seeing adulthood, but I'm not forgetting
Yeah.
what it was to be, younger.
Right. I mean,
Um
and there's some things in adulthood that I did not sign up for. Like, I still wish like my mom would schedule my doctor's appointments for
uh,
me.
ma'am.
It's hard. Like that was like the easiest thing in the world. Like my mom would be like, "All right, you got a dentist appointment. Okay,
Right.
okay, Cam, you got a doctor's appointment. Okay, thanks. We're gonna see blah 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 blah. Okay."
I'm trying to
I also
think.
miss like an adult making me dinner every night. Like that was nice.
Okay. Like not having to worry about it.
Not having to worry about it. Like things I subconsciously took for granted that I wish were like constant right now.
I think of it as a whole where I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be born. Or they, you see the memes going around like two people decide to get intimate. Now I got to pay bills. And I'm like, yeah, two people I did not know decided to get busy. And
Isn't
now
that
I,
wild? Like you did not know these people and they're like,
I
"You
didn't
know
know
what? We're
y'all
going to make a
decided to
baby and it's
get
going to
down
grow up and it's going to
and
pay
dirty.
bills."
And now I gotta pay electric. I gotta pay water. I gotta deal with loud neighbors. I gotta pay electric. I gotta pay internet. I gotta pay rent because y'all decide to get down and dirty. I I need somebody. We're gonna have to talk about this off the pod because
Okay, okay,
boy.
okay,
Oh
okay.
no! I gotta pay Georgia Natural Gas. I gotta pay everybody.
Mm. Okay, never mind.
Everybody gotta
Mm-mm.
get paid.
Everybody's gotta get
Everybody's
paid.
gotta get paid. Oh wait, that's my chest. Everybody's gotta get paid. See, I just gotta actively remember. If I actively remember, I can actively practice. If I actively practice, I can actively get better. So that's what we doing. I'm not wearing a sweater. It's a sweatshirt. It's like a pullover. You know what would be tasty? A turnover. Apple turnover, not the nasty pistachio that CaMi be liking though.
All
We
right,
don't have
all
to bring
right,
it
all
back.
right, all right, all right.
Your face went from supportive happy to okay.
Coco is so freaking annoying because like I don't understand what's wrong with her taste buds. Like she posted the other day about some pistachio muffins or pistachio cupcakes, pistachio something. But the last time I checked, pistachio is not an ugly flavor. Like it tastes good.
I hope
Like
y'all watch the YouTube episode because my face right now is just in such disbelief at the
they can also watch
blasphemous
it on
words.
Spotify.
I,
What
I
is
hope
wrong with
y'all watch the Spotify
pistachios?
episode.
What
Pistachios taste disgusting, and like, why are you so hard to open? Like, and then even your name too, pistachio. Like, look at how we're spelling this. Look at how we're saying it. Doesn't there's no pistachio. There's nothing like alluring about pistachio. Not taste wise, not word wise, not aesthetic wise. Like, and then y'all have the nerve to not just leave it in this little shell. Y'all want to mix it into other things. Like it's actually something you need to be cooking and baking with. Blasphemy.
listen, I don't like to give this person credit because like I cannot stand them. But this person was in my life for a little bit and they put me on to three things. Pistachio ice cream was one of them. And I mean I used to be in the camp of I don't like pistachios, but like I never had pistachios. Um Once I had that pistachio ice cream, I was like, wow, what else am I missing in my life that I've just been like writing off that I've never tried just because like I think it sounds dumb. So
Shot. Shot. I'm saying shots, y'all, because Cammy's response to that was, "Well, did you try it?" or "Well, did you eat it?" That's exactly how I read it in her words too. Like, "Well, did you eat it?" And I was like,
Yeah, and
"No,
that's
I
how
didn't
you
eat
should
it. What you mean?"
that's how you should have read it. Did you eat it?
And I said, "No, absolutely not."
Like as soon as you said that, I was like, I'm done with this conversation. I'm not talking about this anymore. Moving on. What else did she send me next?
Do you remember that show? That
I
MTV
do.
show?
I was reminded of this show like maybe a month or two ago. And I was like, this is a messed up show.
It was so messed up. I watched a couple of episodes recently and I was like, this is not okay. What were we on back then? Or not us, but the producers of MTV. I'm like, there are a lot of things like when it comes to like politically correct that we're always like, whoa, they used to fly. But shows like Next and Room Raiders, I was like, this whole
The-
premise of this show, get the black light out. Let's
oh
see
my god, no.
crazy.
And like watching
Crazy.
it as a middle schooler, you're just like, but
Right.
like when I remember I haven't like rewatched it as an adult, but just
Uh-huh.
remembering it as an adult, I'm just like, no, no, we are not inviting strangers and a camera crew into
Yes.
my room so that
Yes.
you can rate it on
Yes.
national TV. No, you're not going to disrespect me on this like weird date on a
Yes.
bus on
Yes.
national TV.
Yes.
Like, oh god. But you know what? I really do think Next could make a resurgence,
Yes.
especially with like dating apps today. I mean, there's a Snapchat show where people swap phones and they go through each other's phones to see if
Oh,
they're compatible. I would never, never,
never.
never, never, never.
Never.
My phone is an extension of me. It's like an
Mhm.
organ. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
maybe I'm a little bit too attached to my phone, but like that's like one of my lifelines. Like, no, you're not gonna just like peer through that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna willingly give that to you. No, no, no.
Yeah. Okay, so on the next thing, I definitely agree, like, a modern day Next would be funny. I feel like if you made it comical and, like, it was respectful, it could be
Yeah,
funny. It could be
yes.
a lot of fun. So I'm
But
down.
MTV, VH1 cannot be behind it.
You think they tarnish it, or you think they're just not for who they are today, they shouldn't just be the host of that kinda show?
Both,
Okay.
both. I just I don't even know what programming is on VH1
Right.
and MTV.
That is a
I know
good point. Not it's not video music, I can tell you that. It's not
it hasn't been
music
video music
television.
for a while.
A while. I'm trying to think, what are I don't know, besides, like, Ridiculousness. I know that's, like, an MTV or VH1
Okay,
show.
I don't understand ridiculousness because like
It's like the PG version of Jack
is
Butt, I
it
think.
just well like is it are they producing new shows or are they just playing reruns like all the time? Because that's what I don't understand.
That's a good question because I see quite a few reruns, but then I always look to Chanel West Coast and her hair's always different or, something's different about her
Okay.
face. So I'm like, okay, so these weren't all filmed within the same season, I feel like.
Right, right.
But yeah, I don't know if it's still like an active show. I don't
Hmm.
know. The thing that would get me is that they had so many seasons, but at the beginning and I think also at the outro, they'd always say, don't send us videos, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm like, so y'all not using any videos that people send you? Y'all are scouring the internet every single time for every single episode?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried to watch Ridiculousness is not the show for me.
Did you ever watch Robin Big when that was out? Let me tell you about my
No, I
husband.
didn't. I think I
Okay.
watched like 1 or 2 episodes and I was like, this is also not the show for me.
Yeah, I feel like it had a particular audience. I really liked
Yeah.
Robin Big, and then Rob there was Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy or Factory or something like
Like
that. I didn't
Factory
watch that.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't watch
I
that
didn't watch
either.
that, and I'm actually not a big fan of Ridiculous either. I did try to, on the sneak, watch Jack Butt a lot when, that was coming up because I thought Bam Margera was the cutest thing. I don't know why, but I thought Bam Margera back in the day was just this cutest little unattainable rock, dark gothic just thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. I wish
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
the
yuck
same
your
age.
yum, although you've yucked my yum so many times.
Whoa, no, 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 no.
Uh,
When?
Peaches,
Name one.
rewind. Just like circle back to the whole pistachio conversation. All
Okay,
right.
I thought you meant people wise. I'm not talking
No.
about like stuff that's just naturally disgusting. I thought you meant people wise. Yeah, I'm gonna yuck
Oh,
you.
wow. She is wild today, all
It's every day. It's every day.
the shows that I watched on MTV, because I got
Mhm.
cable late.
Mhm.
I watched The Hills.
Yes. Yeah.
What else did I watch?
Laguna Beach. If you watch The Hills, I would assume you watched Laguna Beach.
Well, like I didn't have cable when Laguna Beach was on, so like I had to like watch it post production. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
I think I had to like buy the DVDs or something.
Ooh. Okay.
But I got them on sale. They're at Marshall's.
Okay. 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 It's not gonna hurt me too bad.
Yeah.
As long as you got a chance to like watch it.
Oh yeah, like I've seen all of Laguna Beach like more than twice.
Got you.
I've seen The Hills. I've watched The City.
Hmm.
Um,
Wait, what's
I
the
watched
city? Is that the spinoff
this.
with Kristen or what's her
No, no,
name?
no. The City
Cabrera?
is the spinoff with Whitney Port
Oh yeah, I
because
was
like
never
she.
really trying to follow her.
Okay, I love Whitney Port.
Was
Well,
it wait, was it Whitney the one that ran off with Josh with like the black motorcycle guy? Not the black guy, but the guy who was like he had long
no,
hair.
you're thinking about Audrina and
Audrina, yes,
Justin
Audrina, I did not care for.
Bobby.
Yeah, I could
Oh,
not stand Audrina and Bobby. I loved
Audrina
them.
was because like the story
Loathed.
about Audrina was she was just sitting by the pool when they were shooting like the first two episodes of The Hills, and
Mhm.
like Heidi was by the pool, and they were like, oh, like, and they started talking, and she was like, yeah, like I'm filming the show, and then they mic'd her up, and that's how she got on the show.
Mhm. Yeah. I
She was
just
just like
never liked their relationship.
random.
Yeah.
No, well, that's because it was a non-relationship. They weren't actually in a relationship. I think they like dated once or twice and then like became friends. And then like one day she was like, oh yeah, I'm filming the show. Do you want to be like my show boyfriend? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. He used to cut Adam from Maroon Five's hair.
Yeah, I think I used the wrong term with relationship. I never liked their interaction.
Oh,
I
their
was like,
interactions were
this
the
just seems
worst.
very not faux pas, just seems like lackadaisical maybe, just like, it just seemed very
It's
like,
always
what is
like,
going on here?
yeah, let's do you want to be my boyfriend? And he's like, truth and time tell all. So
Truth and
you can
time.
you
It was
can
was
give
Bobby
it.
the original F boy for reality
Yes,
TV?
yes,
He
he
was the
absolutely
original F
was.
boy for
Are you kidding me? He's the blueprint. Well, he probably isn't the blueprint, but he's one of many blueprints.
Yeah.
One of five.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought about that. Look, I gotta give Bobby his flowers because he would say things like that, and it's just like that's not clear. It's not direct.
Nothing.
You're not
He talks
answering
in riddles.
riddles. He talks in riddles.
What walks on two legs and then walks on what walks on four legs, then walks on two legs, then walks on three legs.
It's the for me.
That's his whole vibe. Oh, I cannot stand Justin Bobby like at all. Oh, and don't even get me started on Heidi and Spencer.
Yeah, that whole even when they got off the show and then it was in the media and the blogs and I see them like at the
Yes.
newspaper stand and I'm just like,
Yes.
I don't this is ridiculous, y'all. Like this
I
is
just
ridiculous.
the thing that like really gets me cuz like I really thought I thought their relationship was fake.
Mhm.
And then they got married in real life. So I'm like, okay, their relationship is obviously not fake. And they stayed together. Like there's never been anything in the tabloids or in the news that like they're getting divorced, like rocky marriage or whatever. I think they've just been chasing fame for a
Yes.
really long time because
Yeah.
they were on so many different shows. They were on like uh I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. They
Yep.
were like in the jungle with that one comedian. I can't even think of her name, but she was on Hannah Montana for a bit. She played Roxy. Um, and then there was a reality show where like all these celebrities were trying to start a restaurant, and Heidi was on it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I think they were on like Marriage Boot Camp, maybe.
Yes.
I It was just like a lot. So when did I, so The Hills rebooted for 2 seasons.
Mhm.
It was a hot mess of a show,
It
but I
was led
watched
by
it.
Kristen, right? At that time?
No, 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 no. So like there was only like 1.5 seasons that was led by Kristen when The Hills was on,
Okay.
and then The Hills went off air in like 2009, and then in 2019 The Hills rebooted, and it had a similar cast, but like they had some randos on there. Like they had Misha Barton, who was on The OC.
That doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense.
Why is she on the show?
Like, you're not some young high schooler, like, living the life. Like, you found your fame already. What are you doing?
The only reason why I can see why they tried to get or why they got Misha Barton on the show was because she was on the OC and like Laguna Beach was supposed to be the original Orange County.
Mhm.
Um
I can't.
Knocking over some valuables over here, it's fine. That's the only reason why I can think that,
Justify that. Was she the only
yeah.
celebrity that
Uh,
was on there?
they also tried to get, well, they didn't try to get, they also got Pamela Anderson's son to be.
Okay, so maybe they were, yeah, trying to bring in, like, followers or semi-influencers or get ratings that way, which
Okay.
okay. That's not reality TV. I feel like that's, or at least that's not the origins of how reality TV is supposed to start. You're not supposed to start with someone who's already a star, already has
Yeah.
fame. You're supposed to start from the ground up, and then, you work your way. Whether you wanna
Right.
stay in reality TV or, go to, like, small screen, big screen, or whatever you wanna do, but, like,
Yeah.
I did
I
want.
will say I did have a crush, like an unreasonable crush on Brody Jenner. It does not make any sense. That boy, whenever he was like surfing in the water, I'm just like,
Interesting.
I don't care for him anymore. But like, there are just moments where I'm just like, you do not deserve to be this fine.
You did not deserve to be this far.
It should be illegal. Anyway,
I
I've
did.
spent too much time on the hills and MTV. Like, Viacom needs to give me some money or something.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Do you wanna get into some current events,
Sure, what's
surrounding
up?
entertainment? Are you following, and again, we don't have to get into this, but are you following any of the Johnny Depp and Amber things that are going on
Okay,
right
I
now?
am not because, like, number one, I thought this was old news. I
What?
really, yeah, and I was so confused every time I got onto YouTube, and I'd always see like videos of like, this is what's going on in the courts today with
Yeah.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and I'm like, huh? Like, I thought this was an old case, but I mean, listen, I watched a lot of, I binged a season of Killer Cases on Hulu on Saturday. That was a mistake because I definitely had nightmares and I was like, are the windows shut? Is the alarm on? Oh god. But like one of the things that they pointed out was like, the crime happened X amount of time ago, and then it'd be like years before they're getting like a trial. So I'm like, well, it has to be like something similar in this case because the allegations against Depp from Heard were that happened years ago. But like I don't know what I thought, but I thought it was just like a done settled deal. But like I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what they're battling in court. I just see like a bunch of like the faces that Johnny Depp makes in the courtroom, and then I'm like, I don't understand what's happening.
Uh, okay.
No,
So,
talk about it though. I want to
mm,
know.
well, no, because I don't want to just be one-sided, and also I'm more so like I'm not watching the actual like court proceedings. I'm looking at clips, and I'm also like watching like excerpts and stuff like that, or reading excerpts and stuff like that. But you're right about this carrying on for a long amount of time because I remember when this first started happening, the person I was kind of talking to or involved in at the time, like when we met up, he was like going on and on and on about like Johnny Depp and exonerating him and all those other things. And I was like, what are you talking about? And it
Mhm.
just like he was feeling so strongly about it. And I was like, I've never seen anybody, first of all, fight this strongly for Johnny Depp. Or second of all,
Okay.
be so sure that Johnny Depp is just innocent without having facts or knowing who these people are or being able to tell.
Right.
So like I said, at that time I was like, okay. And then so a lot of information has been coming out where Amber Heard made it seem like she was receiving a lot of the DV, and then you have these voice recordings, you have these videos, you have these messages where Johnny Depp has also been receiving DV. So, and just a lot of like anarchy.
Mm.
I will say one situation because even Johnny Depp was like, he started laughing. And he was like, "I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing because it's so outlandish to say." So he was saying it was they were having an argument. He and her were having an argument, and then he was like, "You know what? I'm just going to leave. Like, please don't follow me." And so
Mhm.
she allegedly like went to the doorway and was blocking him and stuff like that. And he said, "I did grab her and put her on the bed and I said, 'Please don't follow me. Let me leave.'" And he was like, "So I
Right.
left." And he was like, and that was the weekend for Coachella. So he was like, she and her friends left for Coachella. Oh my goodness. He was like, she and her friends left for Coachella. So he texted or sent a text to either the manager or the house person or something like that. He was like, "Hey, since she's gone, I'm gonna come back and get some of my stuff." And he said the person he messaged was like, "I don't think that's a good idea right now." And he was like, "What do you mean that's not a good idea? Like, she's not there. Now's the best time for me to come and get some of my stuff." He was like, it wasn't just like, clothes and stuff. He's like, anything valuable, breakable, stuff from his kids, stuff from,
Mhm.
friends that he's had for years. He didn't want anything to happen to it. He was like, "I need to come and get it." And the guy again was just like, "That's not a good idea." And then he sent him a picture. He sent him a picture of their bedroom. And on Johnny Depp's side of the bed was human fecal matter. So as Johnny Depp is recounting what's happening, he's like, when you do the nervous laughter, he's like, I'm not laughing because it's funny, but it's just so outrageous." He was like, "Oh, now I understand why you're saying it's not a good idea." So it just, and again, stuff is still being revealed, stuff is still being, conveyed and whatnot. But it just reminds me, like I said, of that conversation I had with that one friend, and it's different, but under the umbrella of DV, where we would like go back and forth about the Chris Brown and Rihanna thing. And I think you and I have
Mm.
talked about this in a previous episode where I'm just like, humans shouldn't be hitting humans. Woman to woman,
Mhm.
man to woman, woman to man, man to man. Humans shouldn't be
Mhm.
hitting humans. And their whole stance, or the basis of their stance, was, well, she's a woman. And I'm like, humans shouldn't be hitting humans. Just like,
Yeah.
um, there were a lot of people, I'd say, commentary wise, this is Instagram and on a couple of the articles, that were like, "Well, he's not supposed to hit her. Like, he's a man. He's not supposed to hit her." And I'm just like, but he's just supposed to sit there and like allow himself to receive it. Like, no, that's not how it goes. So yeah, it's been ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's been like a lot of name calling. He like, in one of the things, he called her like a lesbian counselor, but he was like, "Oh, this is how we used to joke. It's out of context back then. And she used to call herself that." And then like a square-headed something. Like, there was like a lot of name calling when they'd have him read back these text messages. And I was just like, why?
Okay, so like I just have one question, like
Why?
mildly serious.
Mhm.
Uh are taxpayer dollars like being contributed to this in any single way?
Hmm.
Because like if so, like this is ridiculous.
I don't see how they would. I mean, going through the justice system, yeah. So we're paying the
Okay,
courts and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So I would say
Right.
yes in that way. Um, I don't know if we're contributing any other kind of way outside of like
Okay.
the court system.
I I feel the way I feel is like you said, like DV is DV, like no matter who it's against, and it's
Mhm.
not okay. Um, but like the details that you're telling me about are just like, I mean, and these are just like snippets of details
Right.
too.
Hot takes.
So I'm like, what were y'all doing in your relationship?
That's a good question. Like,
Because like, I mean, I'm not gonna say like, and because I don't think that the DV is being made up in any sort of way. I think like
mhm.
maybe, but like, did you all ever like communicate? Because like I feel like
Mm.
they may have done some like interesting things in their relationship,
Mhm.
and like maybe boundaries were not set and maybe a boundary was crossed and like they didn't talk about it and now it's being used as like DV.
I hear what you're saying, and I would agree with that because it didn't sound like this sounds like this was like a long-standing incident or it became normal
Mhm.
in the relationship. So I'm not necessarily
Mhm.
thinking like, well, why didn't one of you leave? But I'm just like that to me, that's kind of scary that that
It
becomes
is
normalized
scary.
for both parties. You know what
It's
I
really
mean?
scary.
Where it's
Yeah,
like,
cuz I'm
oh,
like, what? Because
yeah.
like I don't even remember like the original details that surfaced like years ago. I just
Mhm.
remember like um claims that he was abusive towards her, and I was like, oof, that's not good.
Yeah. There
But
was
like
that.
if it's also being reciprocated, I'm like, oof, that's not good either.
Right, and then it's also like, okay, well, then things get they do get gray because it's like, okay, is it self-defense? Is it like whose is it self-defense? Who's initiating? And it's like this isn't just a
Mhm.
one-time incident. These are many incidences that are now, being put out there for public. So
Mhm.
it's getting a little cloudy. But the hot takes, like honest the comical part of it has had me rolling because I'm like, there's like, what are you humans doing? Do y'all like I feel like not I feel like we know celebrities live like a different lifestyle after you get a certain amount of money where you can just kind of like
Oh,
do whatever and just do whatever. But I'm just like, what
yeah.
are y'all doing over there?
That's what I want to know. I'm like, what is happening?
I don't know.
That is strange. I don't like it.
Very strange. No me gusta.
I hope that it's not dragged on too long, and I hope that they whoever needs justice gets their justice.
I wonder what that looks like though. Like
I
how
yeah,
does
like that's why I'm like, I don't know what
right.
the justice is in this
Yeah.
situation. Like I also don't have all of the information, but
Right.
like whoever or whatever wherever justice needs to be served, I hope it's served accurately.
I think with the information I do have, because I have been following this, not since origin, but since the court proceedings have started, in my head, I feel like it would just have to be kind of like a moot point. Like, okay, you hit her, she hit you, you were verbally this, she was verbally this. And I feel like it's either both of you go to jail or both of you moot point. Like, brush your hands
Mhm.
and be done with it. Everybody drop charges type of thing. But I'm just like, I don't know what the lesson is in that or the justice like you called it. I don't know.
Either way, someone needs to learn how to use the bathroom again or wear a diaper to bed.
Oh my goodness. I was like can you imagine okay, can we pivot for a little bit? If you're
Mhm.
willing to share, can you think of the crazy situation, maybe not you, but maybe the craziest situation you've heard of someone doing something like that by proxy that you might be willing to share, whether it's like a woman scorned or a man scorned or an ex scorned, where it's just like, oh, we about to go out, we about to roll out and blah blah
I
blah.
have so many and I cannot disclose them.
What? I can't wait to get off the pod. I can't wait to get off the pod.
Um, but I do know of someone that dug their key into the side of their pretty little
Ooh,
souped up four-wheel drive, cooped up,
ooh,
souped up. Yeah.
ooh.
They deserved it though.
Ooh, I've never I never understood like keying a car, and then when I started seeing marks from people who didn't know how to park or would scratch my car and everything, I'd be like, "Oh, this is annoying." So I can't even imagine what a key mark on my door or doors would do to me. I would definitely not be heated. I would be heated for
Mhm.
sure.
I'll tell you a story when we get off.
Okay, I'm excited. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Doubling back, did you happen to look at the poll for the decision for rewatching How to Get Away with Murder or Scandal? If
Okay,
not,
where was the poll? Because I was gonna ask you and then I
it was
forgot.
it was on Spotify.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Yeah.
been on Spotify in a hot minute.
Yeah, you and me both. But I was gonna say, if you don't want to listen to the poll, is there a preference for the show? Because this is our pod, technically. Is there a preference for which
I
show you would like
honestly
to watch?
don't have a preference. Like I've watched each show like more than 3 times all the way through. So like I know that we're probably gonna watch both at some point in time. So either way, I'm good.
Okay.
So what did the poll taker say?
I don't know actually. I'm trying to pull it up right now. We might not have any responses as of right now.
That's our bad because like we did not promote that.
I think we did. It was one episode, but we didn't consistently promote it. That's what it was.
Right. We didn't remind people to vote is what
We
I
did
was.
not remind people to vote.
Yes. But if
Yeah.
you have a preference, I'm down. Like if you're
I'm
feeling a certain way towards Miss Olivia Pope, like we can get into it. If you're feeling a certain way and you want to walk the halls like you're Annalise Keating, like I'm down for that too.
I feel like they're both very similar, but both very different, like obviously.
Correct.
But I'm just like I'm trying to figure out which show do I remember less about. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
which
Mm-hmm.
show had like a connecting storyline, and I was like, this isn't adding up. And I'm trying, and I feel like both of them give me that vibe. Both of them. I remember specifically with How to Get Away with Murder. It was the season where it was like the stepbrother who was a runner and the stepsister who was a painter. That season is
Mm-hmm.
a little blurry to me. And then when I think
Okay,
about
that season is just a weird season because of the way it ends too. Like there's like not really any I mean there's closure, but it's just like the way it ended was just like kind of weird.
okay, so maybe that's what
Season two's case that they do is like not my favorite. The
and
Hapstall twins or the Hapstall siblings.
with Scandal, I feel I feel like with Scandal, it's like the later seasons, like things are solid and everything, but I need to go back and look at what happened in what was it, Discord or Distorted Deferment, Determent? What's the big thing?
Defiance,
Defiance.
Ohio.
I was gonna get there.
Mm.
It was like, oh, Defiance, Defiance, Defiance. And maybe like watching those first couple episodes, I was like, okay, a scandal happened in Defiance. Okay, tampering happened in Defiance. But I'm like, maybe I need to like
That
watch.
is your reaction? Oh, tampering happened in Defiance?
As a TV show, yes, that's my reaction. I mean, I know it's the basis of the whole I know it's the basis of the whole season or the whole series, but yeah. I'm trying to talk and like look up our episode details at the same time, okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm
Hey.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
While Coco is taking care of business, I would just like to point out and say that in season 3 of both Shonda shows, those are very pivotal seasons where you just want to take everything that you have and throw it at your TV. I suggest that you don't, but if you have not seen either of these shows and if you're planning on watching along with us, just know that season 3 and both of these shows are very like sorry for all of my headphone listeners about that squeal. And it looks like Coco is back.
First of all, if you want to keep the recording going, that's totally fine. If you don't want to and you want to stop at it, we can do that as well. It's up to you.
We can keep going.
Okay. If that's the case, I want y'all to know what that big old noise and hullabaloo was about. I placed an order with Walmart. My order included 5 things. Walmart decided to ship something separately. Mind you, you guys know Oliver, my dog. If I'm not expecting company or anything, he's, out and about doing his dog stuff. These people, and I'm going to mute myself just so it's not like super loud me opening this. These people decided to ship a Sour Patch piece of candy separately. And that's
In a
why
Walmart bag?
in a Walmart bag. Do you see this? Do you see this? And I mean, I'm going to just cover up my last name over here. Do you see what they just did? Like
Stop.
This is what just came. The knock, 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 the bark, bark, bark. First of all, I'm missing 4 other items. They decided to drop. I'm losing my mind a little bit. And mind you, this isn't even
This
something I
looks like a
wanted.
pickup order.
It looks like a pickup order, and it's not. I ordered this from the Walmart website. Everything should have arrived in a brown and blue box with blue lettering. This
It
is
hurts. It hurts so much.
ridiculous, you guys. Like this is just what happened. I didn't do anything. My name is here. This is what just came. Mind you, I also did not want this, but it's like you had to order a minimum of $35 for it to be like free shipping. And I was at like
Yeah.
34.62. I was like, ugh, let me just find something cheap to add to my order.
Someone saw this order. They literally like were at the closest Walmart near you, and they're like, you know what? I will just like complete this part of the order. It'll be partially shipped or whatever. They fulfilled it as a pickup order, and they're like, you know what? I'll just drop it off, and then dropped it off at your. Walmart bag for me.
It's not a box. It's you guys, I please watch this episode. This is real time. They dropped my shipped order off in a Walmart bag, plastic bag. I need to get up out of here. I don't think they do this in Brookhaven.
I don't think they do either. I miss Brookhaven, actually. I'm gonna look up houses in Brookhaven later.
What a weird and just.
That's too funny to me.
You see, things just be happening in my life. I don't ask for things to happen.
You really don't. They really do just happen to you. I'm just like, what in the sitcom?
What? Sitcoms, things just be happening to me. It's like maybe you're attracted to the chaotic energy, and I'm like, I'm really not. I'm really not.
You're really not trying to. You're really not.
I'm really not trying to.
So what show do you want to lean? Are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards Scandal, so we can play the jam drinking game, or
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever the game will be. Like maybe we save money
God,
every time she talks about jam. I don't know. Like
I can't
whatever.
stand that Litz music. I can't stand when there's that tension between the two of them. I can't stand when they walk past each other and they like don't hold hands. I can't stand when she's like, "You need to earn me," but like, I mean, like, true, he needed to earn her, but it's just like, I do love Papa Pope. He scares the actual
Bejeebers.
crap out of me,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I low key love him
Him
so
as an
much.
actor, top tier.
Joe
Top tier
Morton,
actor.
just like,
Top tier actor.
like, yeah. He really just commands the stage, commands the room. Yeah, he's just amazing. Gosh.
What about you? Do you have a preference for either one?
Like I literally don't have a preference.
Okay. Here's my other thing. If you've already rewatched both of them twice, maybe we should rewatch a different show together.
Because I was
No?
about to rewatch them anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You don't understand. Like I will rewatch a show.
Okay. My vote's for Scandal.
Okay. No, and I've been looking forward to this. Like I'm excited. Like
Okay.
I was ready to like walk like Annalise Keating.
Uh, uh. My
Or
favorite
just like talk really, really fast like Olivia Pope when she's like, all right, this is what we're about to do.
And then we get the big
Plus,
old
like,
board in the back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need one of those boards.
For what? Why do you need one of those detective boards, Cammy?
Because I'm solving cases, all right?
What kind of cases are you solving, Cammy?
You don't need to know about it.
Okay.
I'll let you know when you need to know.
Okay. She said, you ask, I don't tell. You ask, don't tell.
No, I am looking forward to Scandal. I'm looking forward to like yelling at my TV. I need to be mad at somebody.
How do you think you want to do it? Do you want to do like just as much as we can, or are we trying to do like season increments? Like I know you talked about binging. I don't know about doing that. But you get what I'm saying? Like, how is it next
Yeah.
episode we come to? Oh, yo, this is our first double digit episode. This is episode 10.
Hey! Tens on the board. Whoop, whoop,
10,
whoop,
10,
whoop, whoop,
10,
whoop,
10,
whoop, whoop,
10.
whoop, whoop,
Beautiful,
whoop, whoop,
darling.
whoop, whoop.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous hands, gorgeous
Ooh.
tens, beautiful tens.
It's giving successful. It's giving haunting. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to figure out where I was going with that. Oh, did you want to do it so it's like, okay, episode 11, we're talking about certain episodes or certain season, or like how would we, you know what I mean, convey it to the audience? You want to do it as a separate thing?
I think we could, if you want, we could watch. But I don't know. I mean, we
Okay.
don't have to do it. We don't have to do like a season per episode. Like we could do like a quarter of a season per episode. Like maybe we talk about the first 4 seasons in
Ah,
an episode. Four
okay.
seasons,
I was about to
four
say, whoa, whoa, whoa,
episodes,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
4 episodes, 4 episodes.
I think that's fair. That's game. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
And that'll also help control me to not binge it in a sitting.
Okay. Yeah. Are you looking for any show recommendations? Like since you're at home and healing and recovering, or do you have enough on your list?
I have enough on my list.
Okay. Okie dokie. Is there
All right,
anything else you'd like
Coco.
to get to, Cammy?
Probably not today, but like I'm happy to be back. Happy
Mm-hmm.
to see you.
Mm-hmm. Happy to see you too.
Uh excited to watch some Shonda shows with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be so fun.
Scandalous.
Make sure you drink some water today. You don't like orange juice, correct?
Ugh.
Y'all see what I'm talking about, right? um Drink whatever you want to drink. Drink some coffee today. Or
No.
have some tea. Oh,
No
you're not
coffee.
drinking coffee
I don't
anymore?
think we talked about this. So I realized like my back pain was associated, I believe, with the caffeine from the coffee. Like I've weaned myself
Oh,
off the coffee and I haven't had any back pain, like intense back pain since then. But I believe that's what
wow.
reactivated it. So yeah. Now
Oh,
it really is just for the
interesting.
guests on my face pod. All the pods are only for the guests.
Wow. Well, make sure you stay hydrated today.
I'll see what I can do.
Protect your eyes. I know it's pollen season. I don't know if you're affected by the pollen though.
No. I don't get allergies, thankfully.
Wow, you are blessed and highly favored. Wow.
Yeah, people do the sneezing dance and the coughing dance, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't like the car being covered in yellow dust, but it doesn't
Yeah,
affect me like that.
that is that's just dramatic. I'm just
Would you like to
recalling all
tell us?
of the
Oh, sorry.
ugh. No, you're fine. I was just
I'm sorry.
recalling
I didn't
like
know. I didn't
mental.
know. I think I have a bit of a delay. See, that knock at the
Oh,
door threw me all the way off.
where can the people find us, Coco?
That's what I was about to ask you. The people can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, on Instagram at Two Peaches with the Pod. And if you ever want to write us, you can also write us Two Peaches with the Pod at gmail.com. Oh,
Oh wow.
at gmail.com. See? You see the difference? You see the difference?
Yeah,
I do it.
y'all can write Coco about how she hates pistachios and orange juice. And with that, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.